Hi guys, Dazzie here with another comic book haul. This time it's episode 57. And this is a very exciting one for me because I have finally picked up my ultimate Grail. Yeah, the one book I really wanted more than any other. A book that includes my favourite character. So, stay tuned to the end of that. As well as that, I've picked up a ton of £1 goodness. A shop that was next to my place of work has relocated into the centre of town, and they had a load of books come in. £1 a book, can't go wrong. I'm going back there later today, hopefully to try and unearth some more gems. And I've also picked up another low grade Grail right at the end, so yeah, stay with me. Let's get into the books. 20 something in total, and some pretty good keys in amongst them. Starting with this book, which was my only misfire from the new shop, and that is Amazing Spider-Man, and that is issue 646. I thought it was a key, got it wrong. Still a pretty nice cover though. Now let's get into the good books. Picked up some doubles, and pretty happy with what I got. I'll put these into some prize packages at some point. First up we have Amazing Spider-Man issue 650. This is my second copy, and this is the first appearance of the Spider-Man's stealth suit. Then moving on, we picked up Amazing Spider-Man issue 654. This is my third copy, and this is the first appearance of Agent Venom. Yeah, Agent Venom. It was Eugene Flash Thompson. This book is pretty much a £20 book, £15 to £20 book, as is the first stealth suit. So it's a nice book to have in your collection. It's also the first appearance of Captain Glover, General, Dodge, and the death of Maria Jameson, who I guess is Jonah Jameson's daughter. Moving on, and I picked up the next issue as well. Again, that's the third copy, I believe, 654.1. And this is the first solo story of Flash Thompson as Agent Venom. So it's the first appearance of Countess de Monaco, who was Bianca de Monaco. And the first appearance of Lieutenant Mackenzie was Aaron Mackenzie. And finally, the first appearance of Yusuf Kassim. Pretty cool books. Again, that's a £10 plus book all day long. The final double I picked up was a recent hot comic book alert, and it was an upgrade, and it is Aquaman issue 7 from the new 52 run. This is the first appearance of the Others, and the Others are supposedly going to be a team that are appearing in the Aquaman sequel. Okay guys, so it's also got the first appearance of Black Manta in the new 52, and the first appearance of Yawara, and the first appearance and death of Kashina the Seer. On the cover we have the Operative, Prisoner of War, and Vostok X. And that is the regular Ivan Reyes cover. Can't go wrong for £1, guys. These are starting to heat up Aquaman issue 7. Some crossovers. I'm not averse to a good crossover. And I know Lewis loves this company. This is Malibu Ultraverse. This is Rune and the Silver Surfer. Pretty cool. It's a flip book. So you have a Silver Surfer and Rune on the other side from Marvel, but this is the Malibu one. Now, when I picked that up, I thought it was just one book in the bag, but it was two. There was one on either side, so I got these next two for 50p a piece. Hot character at the moment. We got Conan versus Rune. Conan versus Rune. Pretty cool book. They don't go for too much, between 5 and 10. But if Rune ever does make it, could heat up. Pick this one up for £1. Same shop again. This is Batwoman issue 1. I picked this up as a spec book because this is the first appearance of Jake Kane, who is the father of Kath and Alice, who are obviously the main characters in the upcoming Batwoman TV show. There are two similar versions of this character, but this is the series where his military cadre also appears. It's also the first appearance of the Weeping Woman, who is Maria Salvage, and the first appearance of Plebe, who is Mary Elizabeth Kane. Also the first appearance of Cubo, Philippe Lopez, and Isabella Lopez. Again, that's a £5 to £10 book. This was a pretty cool find for £1. This is Spider-Girl, issue 0. This goes for £10. This is the reprint of the first appearance of Spider-Girl in What If, issue 105 from 1998. Pretty cool book. Been looking for this one online and happened to find one in the shop. This book's pretty hot at the moment. This is a £10 to £15 book at the moment. This is Aquaman, issue number 1. And I've done another hot book alert on this book because this is the first appearance of the Trench. You know, those meat-eating sea creatures that attack Aquaman and Mera. They are having their own spin-off film, and this is their first appearance. So, yeah, they're almost piranha-like, these creatures. Pretty cool book to have right now. And the £1 goodness just kept coming and getting better. Up next, we have this. I've been looking for this for ages. This was a tough book for me to find. This was Green Lantern, issue 20. Yeah. Boom, I'm happy to find this one for £1. This is the first mention of Jessica Cruz. Also, her hand is shown in a panel. Okay, so it could technically, I suppose, be Jessica Cruz's first appearance. Of course, Jessica Cruz is just appearing in an animated feature film, I think. But she will at some point make it into the DCU, of that I've no doubt. It's also the first appearance of Black Lantern, who was Hal Jordan, and Bolfunga, the Unrelenting. Also the first appearance of the Green Lantern Snow and Taurus. And a nice little first appearance of Martin Jordan Jr., who is the son of Hal and Carol. And it's also the first time Thai Sinestro plays Parallax in this book. Okay, this is a Doug Mahak cover. This book, again, is a £10 to £15 book. Delighted to own that one now. That's all the Jessica Cruz books I now own. Now back to Amazing Spider-Man, and found some nice little, one or two nice keys. This one is Amazing Spider-Man issue 637. And this is the first appearance of the second Madam Web, who was Julia Carpenter. Now, Julia Carpenter was formerly the second Spider-Woman. It's also the first appearance of Spider-Girl, who was played by Anya Sophia Corazon. The death of the first Madam Web, who was Cassandra Webb. First appearance of, the death of Grim Hunter, who was Vladimir Kravinov. And the death of Sasha Kravinov, who was Alexandra Nikolaevich. Just a minor key. Here's another minor key, but a pretty cool one. This is Amazing Spider-Man 583. And the reason I picked this up, again, this is a £5 to £10 book. But it's not often that you get, if I can just open it up, a backup story about Barack Obama as the president. Yeah, whole story just on him. Pretty cool stuff. Now this is the regular cover. There are other variant covers that go for a lot more. But that's a pretty hard book to find, by all accounts. Happy to add that to the PC. Sticking with Amazing Spider-Man, because the hits kept coming. This is Amazing Spider-Man issue 570. And this is the second appearance of Anti-Venom, who is Eddie Brock. Again, this is a £10 book online. And of course, I had to find it, but not just the regular. For £1, I found Amazing Spider-Man 569, the Adi Granoff variant. This is the first appearance of Anti-Venom. On Comic Book Realm, this is a $50 book. On eBay currently, you can't get this for under £40. So to find it for a quid, over the moon with that. Now, Anti-Venom is Eddie Brock. The remnants of the Venom symbiote bonded to Eddie Brock's white blood cells in this issue. And my final £1 book that I found there, another £40 book. And that is Amazing Spider-Man issue 606. It has a low print run, and this is cover art by J. Scott Campbell featuring the Black Cat. Nice graded book. For £1 all day long. Thank you very much. Been looking for this one. I don't usually go for cover buys, but this is solely for the cover. And a hot book at £40. Okay, some few hot book alerts now. And this was, I just watched Captain Marvel at the cinema. And I enjoyed it. It wasn't the best Marvel film by any stretch of the imagination. I give it about a 7.5 out of 10. I thought the two main players were Talos and Nick Fury. Cap was pretty cool as well. But this was a character that appeared in the Captain Marvel movie. And this is the New Avengers issue 4. And I think this is from 2015. And this is the first appearance of Solar. And he's the character that, spoilers, that the Captain Marvel and the Star Force went to look for at the start of the movie. Okay, he's a Kree, and that is Solar. It's also the first appearance of Dimuruj, who is Billy Kaplan, Roy Rigger, and Vara. So it's nice to find those cheap movie specs and TV specs. Here's another one. This is, what did I pay for that one? I paid £2.20 for that. Pretty good find. This one is old school from 1978. This is Miss Marvel, issue 19. Another of my hot comic book alerts, because this is the first appearance of Steve Danvers, Carol's brother, who made a quick little cameo in the movie. It's also the first appearance of Joseph Danvers Jr. So another of her brothers too. Read that book, pretty cool. Now I visited, I paid £3 for that down at the Gloucester Antique Centre. And whilst there, my friend had another book that's really on fire at the moment in his cabinet. He wanted 10, but as it was my birthday weekend, he let me have it for 5, which was very kind of him. And this is Hulk, issue 15. Getting a ton of buzz now at the moment due to the Immortal Hulk series from R. Ewing. This is the first cameo appearance of the Red She-Hulk. And I have the next book as well, so I'm pretty much all done with Red She-Hulk now. I think I have 15, 16 and 17 actually. Okay, and that's Betty Ross who plays the Red She-Hulk, because at the end of the last Immortal Hulk issue, she gets glowing red eyes, and they think she's going to become the Immortal Red Hulk. But this is her first, the Immortal Red She-Hulk, and this is her first appearance. So for £5, yes please. Okay, I made a deal, didn't I, in my last haul about picking up a Doom Patrol, early Silver Age Doom Patrol, first appearance Memento. Didn't think it arrived, so the guy sent me another book as a way of apology. Well, then it did arrive, so I offered to pay £10 for this book, and I think it's worth it. I would have liked slightly higher grade. It's probably about a 6.5, 6, maybe 7. But £10, yeah, I'm happy to pay that, because massive fan of these characters, collecting the run now. This is Doom Patrol issue 26. This is easily a £20 book at the moment. This maybe 25 to 30 on some good days. This is the first appearance of Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody, who was the main villain played by Alan Tudyk in the Doom Patrol TV series. And Mr. Nobody is Eric Morden. Okay? Good book to have. Can't wait to see that show. And then we're on to my final 2 books, guys. And You know me, I've been picking up some pretty impressive low grade, and I mean terribly low grade, Silver Age classics, and I've got another one. Most recently, all for £35, I picked up a coverless Showcase 37, which was the first appearance of the Metal Men. I picked up a low grade Aquaman book, which was the first appearance of Mira, and I picked up I can't even think what my other one was. Detective Comics 400. I picked up the first appearance of Mamba. Again, very, very low grade. This one, I would guess, I don't know, maybe a 1, maybe a 2, I don't know. The issue with it is, it is hole punched. But besides that, it's complete. I have read it, it's a good read. And I only paid £14.50 for some 10-cent goodness. For £14.50, I picked up Flash issue 117. Woo! I'm a massive Flash fan. I've got a huge, probably a long box and a half just for the Flash issues. And this is Flash 117, obviously the first appearance of Captain Boomerang. It's got some tape residue all down here, but it presents okay. I cleaned it up, and it's hole punched all the way through the book, here, here, and here. But it's intact, it's not falling apart, so delighted to add that. First Captain Boomerang for £14.50. Yeah, why not? And my final book is my Ultimate Grail book. And it was my birthday on Monday, so on Friday last week I ordered a book and paid a lot of money for it. Well, for me, the most I've ever paid online, and it was quite frightening to pay it, but it arrived and it's okay. They're selling it on for a 4.0. I don't think it's a 4.0. I would say it's more like a 3.0. There's some, 2 of the interior pages, the corners are torn away, but it doesn't impact on the book itself. It's only the corners of 2 of the interior pages. The front cover presents nicely, and if you know my love of my favourite show, I'll say no more. I paid 80 plus £7 shipping, so £87 for this. This is Daredevil issue number 4, the first appearance of the Purple Man. My favourite ever character in the MCU. He was played by David Tennant and Jessica Jones. And the Purple Man is Zebediah Kilgrave. Now, I had the reprint in Marvel Superheroes, I think it is, issue 32. But you've got to have the real McCoy, haven't you? Some nice Jack Kirby cover art there and pencils. If you want to have a closer look at the book, guys, it presents quite nicely. This book in any grade is an absolute fortune. The spine is quite nice on it. Like I say, 2 of the interior pages have corners that are just missing a touch. But I'm quite happy with my book. Always been a fan of the character since David Tennant portrayed him. And that is me pretty much all done now with my Jessica Jones keys from the TV show. It's only the Wizard I need now, and that's a Golden Age book, so I'll never get the Wizard. But I've got every other character that's appeared in the Jessica Jones TV show. That's my haul, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe and all that jazz. I'm sitting here with 648 subscribers, which is a new world record for me. Onwards and upwards. Plenty more content to come. Stay tuned for my hot comic book alerts, news rounds, top 10s, 1 week laters. It's all there. That's Daz over and out. Bye for now. Bye from the Purple Man too.